Happening tonight, the first night of the ethics trial for Metro Council member Anthony Piagentini is turning into a late one with some of the very first witnesses called after 9 o'clock tonight. Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining us. I'm Doug Proffitt. This is not a criminal trial, but instead on the line is his elected seat, a powerful position that represents one of the fastest growing areas of the East End. WHAS 11 Night Team's Alex Dieterer is live with our team of photojournalists where they've been covering the start of the trial. And Alex, where do we stand now? Are they still talking or are they wrapping it up?
Doug, the trial just wrapped up for the evening just a few minutes ago, around 10:58 this evening, and it was really up in the air tonight if we were going to see Anthony Piagentini in the council chambers. But he was there all evening, seated right next to his attorney, J. Brooken Smith. And the only time that we heard from Piagentini tonight was when he was testing out a microphone.
Testing, A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
Other than the brief microphone check, we did not hear once from Piagentini. His attorney stating in his opening statements that counseled Piagentini to assert his Fifth Amendment right and stay quiet throughout the trial proceedings. Before we heard opening statements from attorneys on behalf of the charging committee and on behalf of Piagentini himself, Piagentini's attorney, J. Brooken Smith, made requests to dismiss 2 counts from the trial. Both motions Smith asked to be dismissed were denied last week and were denied once again by the council court tonight. Opening statements began at 8. Kent Wicker on behalf of the charging committee and Mike Swansburg on behalf of Piagentini. Both attorneys addressed the Metro Council members who are acting as council court throughout the trial.
I know that some of you have a professional relationship or a friendship with Mr. Piagentini. But even our friends mess up sometimes. You can say to them that I still love you, you're still my friend, but I sure wish you hadn't done what you did. You're judging the conduct here, ladies and gentlemen, not the man.
With the pressures and the unprecedented limitations placed upon him has been a recurring daily nightmare for Anthony Piagentini and frankly his family. It's time he be allowed to wake up, to realize that it is tomorrow, and to move forward with the rest of his life, just like everybody else.
In a surprise turn of events, at the end of Swansburg's opening statements, he made a motion for consideration. That means to move the council court into executive session to make a final decision regarding the charges filed against Piagentini. The first witness was Margaret Handmaker, former executive director of the Louisville Accelerator team. She was hired by former Mayor Greg Fisher in 2021 to oversee the expenditure of COVID relief funds and worked closely with Chair Marcus Winkler and Piagentini. Both Piagentini and Winkler were on the Workforce Development Work Group at the same time that Piagentini was accused of using his position to land $40 million of the ARP grant funds for the nonprofit called the Louisville Healthcare CEO Council. He later took a 6-figure job with them. Handmaker, who dealt with applications with requests for the federal funds, said on the stand tonight that she did not remember receiving a proposal from Piagentini for the CEOC.
I believe it was October when we met again, and Councilman Winkler was not on the call. Councilman Piagentini told me that the decision had been made to give $40 million to the Healthcare CEO Council.
More witnesses and evidence are expected back in the trial tomorrow. Now, Council President Marcus Winkler did start the night via Zoom, but then he did not continue because he does have the flu. At the end of the trial, at least 18 council members need to vote for Piagentini to be removed. We'll be right back here at the council chambers tomorrow. Live in downtown Louisville, Alex Dieterer, the WHAS 11 Night Team on your side.
All right, Alex, thank you. With that late new information, again, day one wrapped up just about 2 minutes before 11. It's been a 4-month process to get to this point. On October 19th, the Metro Ethics Commission found Piagentini guilty on 6 of the 7 counts against him. Metro Council then formed the charging committee headed by Kent Wicker on November 1st. After several meetings, the charging committee filed formal removal charges against Councilman Piagentini on November 28th.